do behind these flowers. Sorry. I'll have to think, oh, no, it's divine service. Be careful with the humour. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hiya.
Some of you that have seen me work before know that I give them one word when I'm doing an address, and my one word fits very well in the reading, and it shows actually how spirit works. And my word was shadow. Children love to be in the sunlight and play with each other's shadows. It's a game to them to jump in the shadow of each person, or the ground is lava and let's find the shadow of items that are around them. As children, we do not fear the shadow. But when life starts to happen, is when the fear starts to begin. And you think, well, why is that? I know people that have had an amazing childhood. They've grown up with two very loving parents, been really happy, nothing to moan about as their words would be. Yet they still have fear in their life. But when you look into our lives, we need light and we need darkness. So why don't we need shadow? We need to feed our mind, we need to feed our body, we need to feed our soul. So what's the difference between the light, the dark and the shadow? In the reading it stated about we learn the best sometimes by when it goes wrong. And we go into that, what we think is darkness. When actually, the darkness is not what's taking us there. It's actually the shadow. Because the shadow is trying to guide us, to help us learn before things get worse. It's trying to communicate with us. It's trying to show us our pathway of what we need to learn and how we need to learn so that we have strength on our pathway. I, as many of you will know, have had a past that has not been an easy one, and there has been abuse. But I use that as a strength now. I might be triggered by something that might be said or something that might be done, but then I look at, okay, why has that triggered me? It's put me into my shadow. What do I need to learn so that I can bring about balance? Because I don't want to go deeper into that shadow, into the darkness, unless I have to. People say to us, I've been here before, I'm going round in circles, I'm doing the same thing constantly. Then what aren't you changing? What aren't you looking at? What aren't you learning? People say to me, oh, why is it mediums get so sick? Or you've had a bit of a bad run with your health. I don't look at it that way. I look at it from a different vantage point. I look at that if I didn't understand about disabilities, if I didn't understand about life. Just before Christmas, I was told that it's going to now be to a point I've got to have a heart transplant. It made me stop and think, wow, I've taken my life for granted. I took breathing for granted. I took walking for granted. I took running and playing and getting down on the floor with my grandchildren and getting up and being able to run around with them. They now know, the younger ones know me on a mobility scooter. They know me with my extra legs, as I call them, or I bring my own seat, as I would say. When I'm sitting on this, you think about it, when you're standing, you see things from one point of view, don't you? When I turn this around, I'm at a different level. I'm at a different vantage point. And when I'm down on the floor, I see it from another level. My light, my shadow, my darkness. And I've had to go into darkness. I've had to see what is coming at me to know what am I going to do with my pathway. How am I going to help others? Because whatever happens to me, I know that I am learning. I am learning new knowledge, I am gaining understanding so that I can help somebody on this earth. And they are going to cross my path, and I'm going to understand where they're coming from. Without this, I would not get them. I would not understand them. I've lost children to the world of spirit. I've held one of my babies in my hands. If I hadn't been there, how would I understand? How would I know that loss? One of the things I know when I held that little one in my hands was that I was extremely blessed